Oh, shall I start, bro?
Just give me a sec. We'll have an introduction to you, then we'll start.
Sure, sure.
Mridula, Ashwati, can you start?
Yeah. Okay. Good morning,
Yeah.
all. I am Ashwati. Welcome to SMRI webinar section. Today we conducting webinar on football turf making and maintenance. Uh, uh, Mr. Vignesh, he's a founder of Vitovers, national level football basketball player and entrepreneur. Sir, welcome to SMRI webinar section.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. I'm glad to meet you all. So I'll just take down all the one by one. I'll take down the session. So before that, I just want to know how many football players are here in this group.
Myself also football player, but I'm not a professional, so we can play
So
football.
you can just lift your hand, no? It'll be easy for you.
Football players.
Actually, Selva Praveen is there, so he is a backcourt player.
Okay. So I think sports is something that we believe that connects everyone. And we all know that all these stakeholders who are here in the meeting were involved in sports. So I appreciate you for coming to this meeting as well as taking a course on the sports, because I see sports market as a very huge potential in India, and it adds a very good scope of connecting people together. So we started this. Our organization name is Pitovers Private Limited. So we started this to improve the sports condition in India. We want to bring out some changes in at grassroots level, as well as we also wanted to have a world-class infrastructure so that all these people can get exposed to all the international tournaments. So this is one of our main vision to start this firm. So I'll just go today. I'm just going to talk about I'm going to give you a brief introduction about sports turf, which is used in all the sports, difference between artificial and natural turf, and application of turfs in sports, and artificial turf installation and maintenance. And if you have any doubt, you can just stop me and give feedback anytime. So Aravind bro, I'll just start the slides now.
Yeah, you can.
Sure. Okay. So application of turf in sports. I think all of you here have seen football turf or hockey turf anywhere in your life. So it was first started in 1964 for a recreation purpose at Moses Brown School in Rhode Island. It was in USA where they started the first turf. Back then, we didn't have any update with the technology that we people use now in turf. So it was used in 1966 and it was called AstroTurf. AstroTurf was the company that got patented for the first turf. Till now, AstroTurf is one of the leading manufacturers as well as the leading suppliers of artificial turf around the world. Have anyone known about the name before, AstroTurf?
No.
Okay, no problem. So this was the first picture of the turf they used to roll. Till now, we use this method only, where it comes in rolls. So according to your dimensions of the court, the turf can be cut in rolls and it will be placed like this. The first official sports turf was done in Amsterdam and stadium completed in 1965. So this was used for a recreational match. So FIFA has given a lot of license and test parameters for artificial turf. In 2001, FIFA has launched a FIFA quality concept for synthetic turfs. 2005 and 6, UEFA announced that artificial turfs can be used in UEFA Champions League matches. And in 2007 and 8, the first international match was done in artificial turf. It was in Moscow. And 2013, FIFA set up few labs for artificial turf. When it comes to artificial turf, the main parameters which you have to check is FIFA approved or not, because FIFA has given testing parameters for the synthetic turf, where you can measure the strength of the turf, the lifetime of the turf, and they have many technical aspects attached to it, as well as they have set up a few labs where the manufacturers can go and test their turf accordingly. I think this slide is clear. So these are the standards which FIFA has given. Two licenses are there. One is FIFA quality. It's a normal one which we use for all the artificial turf to use in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, and many places. So this only can be used for recreation places and school level. And FIFA Quality Pro, this is mainly used for professional level, where international players get exposed to these kind of turfs. And this is quite costly, as well as this comes under a lot of warranty. So whenever you go and purchase a turf or something related to sports, when it comes to football, you have to check the certification mainly. One is FIFA Quality and another one is FIFA Quality Pro. So these are the main standards which FIFA has given for approving of the artificial turf. Ball rebound, as you all know, ball rebound is one of the important factor for playing football. Angle ball rebound is also another important factor. Ball roll, all these passes which they do during the matches, it requires a high intensity ball roll flexion. So according to the ball roll, the game scenarios can also change. And shock absorption. Shock absorption is very, very important factor. Let's say you are a football player and you get injured. This is mainly because of the impact that your knees is having on the ground. When you jump or having a slight tackle or something, the whole effect goes to your knees. So you should make sure whenever you purchase a flooring related to sports, you have to check the shock absorption level. So when the shock absorption level is good, so that you can just prevent injuries and have a safe playing condition. Vertical deformation is also very important for the vertical bounce and your impact, your knees impact for playing. These are the few parameters which FIFA has approved for testing the turf. And these turf testings done in labs where the manufacturers go and get approved and they get FIFA license. So artificial turf in hockey, it was first introduced in 1970s, and in 1976, Hockey Olympic Games, they approved the material and they used in Montreal Summer Olympics. Few leading manufacturers of hockey turf around the world are AstroTurf. As I told you in the beginning, AstroTurf got the patent for synthetic turf. They were the first one who invented synthetic turfs. Second one is Tiger Turf, and third one is CC grass. Here you can see a lot of CC grass used in India because Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, there are many suppliers, and we also get it from CC grass. We get it directly from manufacturers. We also deal with Tiger Turf also. The biggest difference between CC grass and Tiger Turf would be the quality, because Tiger Turf and AstroTurfs and all are mainly used in UK, USA. They come up with a standard quality. CC grass also have quality, but still they are economical one. They're mainly pushed in Asia specific regions. So according to FIFA, it was a FIFA approved certification. For this hockey, it is FIH certification. So every sports flooring bodies will have a separate certification for each flooring. Let's say for basketball, it is FIBA, and for football, it is FIFA, and for hockey, it is World Hockey Federation, International Federation. So whenever you get a product related to sports flooring, you have to check the certification also. Each sports bodies have a different certification, as well as the research is also different for each product. So once you get checked with all these, your warranty is under control. So you can just claim warranty anytime. If it is not a certified product, we cannot give warranty, and the playing conditions may also differ. So this is a main parameter we have to check. the certification according to the sport. In India, no one is holding the certification, but in India, there's no manufacturers according to the data. We don't have a single manufacturers in India for artificial turf. Mostly people import it from UK or China and Europe side. So we have a good potential for manufacturing. I think in near future, we'll be having a manufacturing plant here. So when we have a plant, so that the game also increases, a lot of stadiums can come, and the whole gaming can improve. The sports condition can also improve. So I just want to ask you a question now. So you guys are from different topics, I guess. One is working on technology and other parameters. So I just want to talk with someone who is interested in interacting. Anyone can interact with me now. Hi. Anyone there? Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. How is this?
Sir, this is Ganesh from
Yeah,
SMRI.
Ganesh, you can call me Vignesh. Hi, Ganesh. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Ganesh, where are you from?
So I'm from Kerala in Kochi.
So the sports, I mean, you're big sports people, very much interested in sports, like good culture over there. So it's just
Yeah,
your
yeah.
favorite sport, Ganesh?
I I'm working into football.
Football.
Yeah.
So can you please tell me a few points in where we can make it big in football? The points which we are having a problem and where we can address as a whole team. 2 or 3 points is okay.
Okay. So one of the main things is even with a proper startup. For example, I'm working right now with AC Milan Football Academy, and as it's a startup, we can see that much of the processes are still lagging behind.
Okay.
And I think we are AC Milan, so we should be in the forefront of everything. So, so if we are over there, so I can just imagine like what would be like for some other small startup.
Yeah.
So they would have like a 5x more challenges than we have. Yeah. So I think the first thing is a mental shift towards a sporting culture and acceptance and openness to sporting culture. So actually, I was thinking how we can integrate like the best footballing facilities, the best turf facilities, like how we can change the gap. What would be the difference? Like if we are playing at a muddy ground and playing at a top class turf. So like you are the expert in football. Can you share some points?
Yeah. So as you asked the right question, so playing under a muddy system as well as coming to the top level. So we have this pyramid structure, right? You come out from international body, the international body is approves to national comes to state, and it starts from grassroots level. So in district and state, still people go and play in India. We play under these conditions, muddy conditions. So when you reach at a certain level, so when let's say you compete with the Netherlands or any European team, so these guys are already exposed to big turf and all these beautiful infrastructure. Where from the grassroots, I'm saying, from the district level to the international level, these guys are exposed to the artificial turf, the complete system. So when you just go and compete with them, so you can just see the difference in the game itself. So because you don't have any player experience playing under those conditions, right? So this will be one of the important factor. The second factor is here people are not in India as well as when I used to play basketball. When I was in school also, I never used to realize about the importance of flooring. So flooring plays a major important role in a player's health, because once you're injured, you have a ligament or something, we don't have a proper medical system to treat it as quickly as possible. So when it compared to a FIFA or NBA, all these people are going under multiple factors, but they just get along and come return in just 2 or 3 months. But it takes a lot of time for all these grassroots athletes in India to get back. So you don't have a medical system for it, and you don't have a proper infrastructure. So these are the main reasons which starts from the grassroots level, and it should be addressed. One is safety is a priority for every athlete, because once you are injured, you know how it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy and mental clarity to get out of the injury. So that is one factor. Another factor is when you wanted to be a global power or something, you just have to be getting exposure to all the conditions and infrastructure. So I think these are the main points which we have to just note it down for the grassroots development. So whatever you do at the grassroots, it just shift the whole pyramid, because what you do at the district, it directly impacts the state, right? Let's say a state federation is not acting properly, the whole system collapses, because the source is not coming from to the grassroots level. District is also affected, so everything is affected. So it all is a pyramid structure. So we have to be careful about all the organization, and it all starts from grassroots development. I think Ganesh, I have added my knowledge to it. You can just give me a feedback.
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Very very brief and very proper information.
But you just asked the right question. Ganesh, what is your motive? What is the impact that you want to have in the Indian sports ecosystem?
So like all of us at SMRI have the same goal. It's more or less the same goal. We want to create um, a proper sporting culture in this country.
Yeah.
So it's right now we are at level 1 and the scene is very good actually. It's very welcoming, but there is still a long way to go, and I think we are at the right place at SMRI.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, as I used to have a good conversation with Mr. Arvind, he used to tell me he has a lot of points and valid points to improve the whole ecosystem. And I see you and many of the participants going at the right track. I think we all should get together to create something big, because this structure, I see a huge potential in Indian sports ecosystem. Let's say it's media, for this infrastructure, grassroots development, as well as setting up high performance centers. Is all a great opportunity for us to improve the condition. So thank you, Ganesh. Thank you for interacting with me. So I'll just go on with the session now. If you have any doubt, you can just stop me at the middle.
Sure.
So the hockey international federations, they also have 4 different categories according to the field. Global elite is for all the international competition where all the World Cup and international matches are held. We have a global elite at Orissa in India. So they are supporting a lot. The government is also taking a lot of initiative for hockey. And other is global, where national and low level international matches are held. National level is for the school nationals, as well as the national competition can be held. Multi-sport can be done for multiple sports. Let's say for cricket, you can use it for 15 grass. Same can be applied for hockey, and many other sports can also be used. And many people here in football turf or anywhere, they are also using multi-sport turf for the people to get exposed to the turf. It is used in schools as well as for commercial purpose. So hockey turf comes in different colors. You have red, blue, and green. So according to the system the customer chooses, we can just customize this one. And here are the 5 most important product specification that you should choose, and you should be aware before choosing a artificial turf. The one is Pylite. Though Pylite differs according to the sport. Let's say for football, it is 50 or 55 because the ball bounces pretty much. We want the ball to bounce because the ball is big. as well as it wants the ball to roll. So there are a lot of conditions for football. So we use 50 or 55 mm. For hockey, cricket and all, we use lesser pilot. 15 mm to 30 mm is used for multi-sport, hockey and cricket. And another important factor is packing. When you just next time when you note down or you just go and check turf material, you can just rotate and check the packing. Packing plays a major role because packing is the yarns are stitched to the packing so that the yarns should not come out. So the packing plays an important role for that also. Another important role is for the water to get drained. Whenever you get rain or something, any climatic conditions, the water should get drained, right? So we'll be having a hole in the packing. So the water gets drained through that hole. So packing also, it's an important factor that you have to check. Then DTEX is also one of the major crucial factor. DTEX is we can call it as the density of the yarn or the thickness of the yarn. You can call it anything, because when they are just doing the research, they'll be taking 10,000 meters of grass yarn, they'll be stretching it and they'll be checking the grams per 10,000 meters of yarn. So mostly for football and hockey, for football, you can go with more than 16,000 DTEX. That is only preferred for playing conditions, because lower than 16,000 DTEX will affect the turf as well as the players also. So for each sport, there is a different condition for DTEX. And shape and thickness of the yarn is also important, because you all think that artificial turfs comes only in one shape or two shape, but there are a lot of shapes attached to it. And shapes also play a major role in playing conditions as well as injury prevention. So next time when you go and choose artificial turf, you can just check all these parameters, and shape of the yarn also you can just check it. So test cycles. So for every turf material, you will be having a licensed test cycle. So you can just go and ask your vendor for the cycle. Let's say for football, it is around 5,50,000. There is a new product which is launched. It has 20,000 DTEX. That is the first product to have 20,000 DTEX, and it has a warranty of 12 years. And this hours of play will be 5,50,000 hours. So whenever you can just get a material, you can just ask the vendor for the testing hours. This decides the warranty of the product. So types of turfs for different sports. For multi-purpose, it is around 10 to 15 mm pilot. As I mentioned here, pilot, you have to check the pilot. And for different sport, it is different. And for multi-sport, it will be around 10 to 15. The main uses for multi-sport will be cricket, fitness. As you have seen some videos, I guess, in YouTube or somewhere. Fitness can be done, cross fitness and many things can be done. Tennis, volleyball can be done. And we also are looking for a perfect curriculum where multiple turfs are set up in multiple cities. But what they lack is they don't have the exposure. I mean, there are not a lot of people coming in. People only play football or cricket. We just want to have a research regarding this. We can just introduce new sport or something to introduce in turfs, because there are multiple turfs coming up in tier 2 as well as tier 1 cities, but a lot of less activities are being happening. So you can just take this as a project or something. You can just come up with ideas where we can use multiple sports for improving the engagement as well as for the revenue model. So you can just note this down. I just want to have an idea about what all sport can be played, and any new sport, if you are aware of any new sport, that can also be introduced. So this is the look of multi-sport. You can just mark the lines and customize according to your plan. Tennis can also be played in multi-sport. So here there's another topic. This is a separate topic. Difference between artificial and natural turf. So aesthetic look is one thing which we all get convinced for natural grass. But according to the research and the technology we have right now, even artificial turf can also compete with the natural look. They come in multiple colors as well as the shapes. Now we have multiple thickness as well as the height also. So people right now prefer artificial more than natural. Still, natural is as a good point because it's environmentally friendly compared to artificial. But still, you have a lot of maintenance coming under natural one. You have to move, you have to do weeding, fertilizing, watering. You have to maintain it completely. You have to spend every day to maintain natural things. When it comes to artificial, you don't have to do that. 3 months once or 4 months once, you have to just clean the turf, or grooming or brushing is enough. That will be done. That is enough for maintaining the artificial turf. So brushing is required every now and then. Let's say for natural, for artificial. Good drainage system is important because the water should get drained. As I told you, we have to check the packing so that the water gets drained to the packing, as well as the process also. It's very important. During the construction process, we have to check the sub base. So when the sub base is given the correct slope, so water gets drained at all the sides. So that is one thing. And brooming and removing of waste material should be done time to time for the safety and cleaning purpose. You should always clean the turf material, because when kids go under playing, they used to pick up all these metals, the waste material, they used to put it in mouth. So you have to be very aware of this. Maintaining means you have to clean it every week. Grooming should be done every week, and other maintenance can be done in 3 months once or 6 months once. That is not a problem. So generally, the installation process, I'll just take you down to the whole process of how we are building a football turf. Generally, installation process, these steps: excavation and filling of the topsoil, installation of drainage system. Base work can be done with jelly stone, asphalt, or PCC. PCC is nothing but your plain cement concrete, and turf installation. So I'll just get you through all the process. First, we'll take a plot like this, empty plot with equal slope, and we'll be filling the mud according to the road surface. We should be getting a level surface. So this is the end product we'll be turning, and these are the steps involved in this. So step 1 is excavation. Excavation of the earthwork is done according to the requirement. Up to 6-inch slope should be, the slope should be taken and it should be excavated. Soil condition can be preferred according to the customer. We ask the customer to fill the soil, the topsoil alone. Slope and leveling is important for the water to get drained, as I mentioned earlier. And weedicide is done, and pesticide control chemicals are being treated for you, because a lot of plants and other insects come and they affect the grass. So before constructing, we have to make sure that we do some fertilization as well as the weedicide things. So this is the excavation process. You will be having a JCB and you will be filling the mud. And according to the site, the excavation process changes. So site clearance and marking is done next. So you have to mark the dimensions, as well as we have to check with the drainage system measurements and all. So next step which we will be doing is geotextile barrier. So this is the geotextile barrier thing. We have to put it on top of the excavated soil. This is mainly geotextile barrier is mainly used for drainage. One factor is drainage, and second factor is to improve the playing conditions of the turf. When you just do the geotextile barrier treatment, so that the turf warranty also improves. Supply and placing of geotextile barrier cover, you have to place it at every edge. Drainage should be covered with geotextile barrier. So water passes through the geotextile barrier. So that is also an important factor. So for the drainage pipe also, we have to cover it with geotextile barrier. The third step will be aggregate laying. So we use 30 to 40 mm clear aggregates, and we have a different specification aggregates for different conditions. Mostly we use 150 mm thick granule sub-base aggregates. So this is for jellystone base work. So this is the aggregate. We have to first get it mixed in the site, or we'll be also having a ready mix aggregates. We can just order ready mix also. So after putting the aggregates, we'll be putting the sand dust. So the surface gets level, and we'll be rolling on using roller, we have to roll the surface. After that, we will be putting drainage pipes. Drainage pipes, normal PVC pipes can be used, can be just used, and geotextile barrier is used because during soil erosion, the soil shouldn't go and get stuck at the pipe. So that's the main factor where we are going to use GSM sheets. When we use geotextile sheets, the soil erosion is controlled. So turf installation, 50 to 50 mm FIFA approved artificial turf is installed. This is how they install. First, it comes in rolls. Let's say it comes in 1,722 square feet each roll. According to your dimensions, it can be placed and can be. This is a packing. The glue is attached to this packing and it is just stick to the on top of the soil. So this is how they stick the soil. So this is white line marking. We have separate product for white line. You have two products. One, you can just paint the turf. It becomes white. PU paint is used. Another thing is we have to remove the grass and you can just put the white grass. White grass is also available for line marking. Silica sand and infill. As I think you all have seen silica sand. Silica sand is mainly used for the safety purpose as well as for the turf to stand, because when you don't use silica sand, the yarn, they doesn't stand, they just fall on the ground. So for to improve the playing conditions and many purpose, silica sand is used. 2.5 kg of silica sand is used for 1 square feet. So according to your measurement, you can change it accordingly. Mostly it is 2.5 to 2.8 silica when it comes to silica sand. So first they used to spread the silica sand like this, and this is the brushing machine. When they brush this using this machine, all the sand gets under the soil. It goes under. This is one of our site in Mumbai. So every part of the turf should be filled with silica sand, 2.5 kg of silica sand per square feet. And using this machine, we have to brush it and it goes inside. The main purpose of silica sand is for the safety of the yarn and injury prevention also. It also improves the life condition of the turf. Next one is rubber granules. We use recycled tire rubber granules. So rubber granules improves the safety of the players. Let's say you have a cushion effect on the rubber. I mean, when you use rubber granules, you will be having a cushion effect. When you're jumping or having a slight tackle, that protects your knees and your rubber granules protects you from injuries. It also gives you a cushioning system. One second. So this is how the rubber granules are used. This is how they fill the rubber granules. So this one you have to use 0.5 kg rubber granules for each square.
It is not showing anything.
0.5 to 0.8. It depends on your wish. So this is silica sand infill.
Vignesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually it is not visible. Your slide is only visible.
What? Slide is only visible.
Yes.
Oh, one second. Okay, then I'll just now one this slide is visible, right?
Yeah. You can share the link. We can watch it.
Yeah. I'll just share the link. No, sure. So the next step will be line marking. as I told, line marking can be done in two types. One is painting the existing turf, green turf, and one is white turf. Is comes according to the choice of client. White turf is also there. So this is how they line mark. Let's say they remove the existing thing and they use the white turf for it. They use it here. They'll put the glue and they stick the white turf. And this is for PU painting. So completion of football goal. So these are the process. I can just share you the whole slide with you. So this is the final output. How the turf is done. All right. So this is all from my side. Thank you all for coming. If you have anything, any doubt or something, you can just share it right now. Here to help you. As well as we are also looking for a good team in the future. People who are interested can always shoot out to me. So I'll just share all my details to Arvind. So I'll just share it with you. So Arvind, that's all Arvind. This is from my side.
Let's wait. Guys, do you have any questions? Like, from my side, I'm having one question. Let me ask first. So, my voice is audible?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, actually, you are telling like FIFA Quality Pro and FIFA Quality Standards. So, is there any community people will come and check the turf? So, it is having a FIFA Quality Standard so that they will give you a certificate and we can show it to upcoming like people out there.
Yeah, definitely. You can just show the certificates. What it does is, whenever you get from a manufacturer, let's say you are getting from a manufacturer from Europe, so the product which you are getting, it should have a certification. So you can just go and ask him for certification. So that is one thing. When you are a customer, this is the thing we have to do. You can just always ask your vendor for certification and all the technical specification that I have mentioned. Whether it is FIFA quality or FIFA quality pro, the vendor will be having the certification. Another thing is, let's say you are building a whole new international level stadium. So you can just always ask the FIFA people to come and test your ground. If you are conducting international matches and national matches, definitely it should be tested. So you can ask the FIFA team to come and check with the ground. They have a
that's what
parameters. Yeah.
So that is not the community is not in India, no? So I think from Europe they come.
No. We have a community in India. India means people from abroad, they come come to India and they do the thing.
Okay.
Hi Vignesh.
Yeah, hi Mama.
You did a nice session. I'm just having only one query. You just explained every slide clearly. I'm just having only one doubt. If once it is done, means it is lifetime validity, or apart from maintenance issues, it is lifetime validity. Once if it is the ground is ready, means.
No, ma'am, no, it doesn't come for lifetime. As I mentioned in the previous slide, I'll just go back to the slide also 1 second. So you'll be having a separate life cycle for each product. Let's say you are getting a FIFA Quality Pro. So a test cycle of hours is there. So according to the hours, only the turf will last. So when you just finish the hours of playing, let's say 80,000 hours is completed. So automatically the turf comes out or it has some defect. So it all comes under a certain period only. But the base work and other things, you can use it for lifetime. It depends on the condition of the climatic condition and many other factors. So this is actually depends on the years time. It has a time limit. The turf alone. Yeah. I think you got the clarity now.
Sir, hi. This is Danesh here.
Hi, Ganesh.
Sir, so it's written Fitoverse, Sports Infra and Fitness Management.
Yeah.
Actually, I got the part of sports infra, but I didn't get the fitness management part.
Fitness management, to be frank, we are still under research. So what we are trying to do is we are building a sports curriculum for schools as well as for the local community people to take part in sports. So it is still under research. So our main scope is to handle all the things. Let's say from handling goods to infrastructure to setting up the PTs and curriculum for schools. We just wanted to have a complete online technology platform. We wanted to fill that gap. So it's still under research. We wanted to be enabler for all the sporting needs for schools. So
Okay, got it, sir.
yeah, thank you. So any other questions?
Yeah, hi Vignesh, I'm Arvind Raj.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, you are using that this rubber infills, right?
Yeah, rubber infills.
Actually, it liberates heat, right?
What?
So, personally, I feel that when I played in the turf, when I was, it liberates heat more. Like it will increase the atmospheric heat apart from the normal atmospheric heat. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So
right.
how to reduce that?
So
Is
for
there any-
reducing, we have a separate treatment for that. For reducing, right now, people are replacing the existing rubber by using cork. I'll just share you with Arvind. You can just see the picture. Say they use instead of rubber, they are using a different product. That is a natural one, and it reduces the whole rubber. I mean, the heat which you mentioned. So for the existing one, what we can do is we can just you see automatically rain comes, right? Like that, when water is there, it cools down the whole system. And other than that, there is no any treatment for that to reduce the heat. We should be having a water treatment or something like that. Yeah, but that is a good point which you mentioned. Yeah.
Is there any other material apart from rubber? Like instead of rubber, is there any other material?
Yeah, we do have another material. That's what I told you. We have cork material.
The cork material for cushion purpose instead of rubber.
Yeah, instead of rubber. Yeah. Instead of rubber, you can use it that material. So that is actually introduced right now in many countries, and here I think very few people are using it.
Okay.
Yeah. One second, I'll just. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, tell me.
Any other questions, students?
Another question. So Arvind, I think I want to know the various sectors you people are working on because I saw sports engineering, analytics.
So now, like some of the students are here, those students are working as a operation management in some football clubs like AC Milan, and they are currently doing internship with Kerala Blasters. And one or two students are working in the sports analytics, where they are working in the back end, where they used to get the recorded games.
Okay.
And our one or two students, alumni students, are working in the Nivea Sports as well as in sports group manufacturing. So they used to design and they are taking production. Now they are soon pursuing their sports engineering courses. Like maybe in January we will be sending them in the North Sports Groups manufacturing. And we are getting some admission in sports psychology also nowadays. So let's see how it goes.
Got it. So I just want to get connected to the people who are working on the research side in technology, as well as
definitely we will make a group into your team as well as our students group, so that we can share our own ideas in the group.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll make a benefit of the time.
Yeah. Sure, Arvind. Thank you. Because as a startup, we are just yet to scale it up now, and we are also looking for multiple opportunities who can help us.
Yeah. You can share your like there is any opening or internship opportunities, so you can share it in the group so that our students can come and gain the experience.
Yeah, definitely, I'll do that. Yeah, sure. Okay.
So I think we can kind of. So thanks for accepting our invitation from Sports and Management Research Institute and having this wonderful session with our students. I hope our students have been benefited from this session.
Yeah.
And in future, we are planning to have more sessions with your team as well as for our students.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Niklesh.
So before that, I like to take a screenshot. If everyone can turn their video.
Turn on the video, yes.
No, anyone who
Thank
wishes
you.
can turn on, because even I've been in meeting, I never used to turn on the video. So if you are wishing, you can just turn on the video. We can just take a screenshot. Can Aravind, I think you can take the screenshot. I don't find an option.
Yes. I can mention.
Sure.
Okay.
Done.
Wait a second. Got it, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you all for coming. Anytime, any day you can just call to us, reach out to Fit Hours anytime, any help we can do. As well as we are also expecting a lot of things from you, because the whole industry is changing. Our market is changing. I hope you all tap into that opportunity and come into great people who can change the industry, because that's our whole vision, right? We all can stick together and change the whole ecosystem. Yeah. Okay, thank you all, and thank you for listening to me. I think I took a while for this. Yeah. Okay. Have a great day and take care. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.